The first day Aria Winters walked through the rusty blue gates of Ridgewood High, she carried herself like a quiet shadow, head slightly bowed, sleeves pulled over her hands, backpack hugged protectively against her chest, as if the world outside was far louder than she ever wanted to be, and nobody who saw her guessed that beneath her trembling fingers lived a storm waiting for a reason to break free. The school hallways buzzed with morning noise, lockers slamming, sneakers screeching on tile, music echoing from phones, and Aria, with her soft, uncertain steps, drifted through chaos like a leaf caught in a loud, fast river, praying no eyes would find her. But fate had a cruel sense of humor, and the worst eyes in Ridgewood belonged to Briella, the queen bee bully with a venomous smile, and her two sidekicks, Max and Jenna, who hunted weak students like sport. The moment Briella saw the timid new girl slip by, shoulders tight and gaze dropped, her lips curled with predatory delight. New students were always fun, but shy ones? They were her favorite toys. At lunchtime, when Aria searched for an empty corner to disappear into, the bullies cornered her behind the cafeteria dumpster, where the smell of spoiled food mixed with the bitter scent of fear rising from Aria's chest as Briella grabbed her wrist with sharp nails, mocking her soft voice and fragile demeanor. Aria whispered, "Please. I don't want any trouble," but this only made Briella smirk darker, as if Aria had handed her an invitation to escalate. In a sudden, vicious move, Max shoved Aria against the wall while Briella wrapped an arm around Aria's throat, choking her, not enough to knock her out, but enough to make her gasp in terror as Jenna filmed everything with a cruel giggle. For a brief moment, Aria felt her vision flicker, her heartbeat pounding like thunder in her ears, and something deep inside her finally snapped, an old, buried instinct awakening like a beast stirring after years of forced sleep. Briella taunted, "What's wrong, new girl?" Gonna cry, but the moment she loosened her grip to laugh, Aria exhaled slowly, and her eyes opened, not with fear, but with a cold, controlled fire that froze the bullies mid-smirk. Before Briella could react, Aria's body moved with breathtaking precision, her hand twisting Briella's wrist with a force that made her drop instantly, her scream sharp, while Aria spun and delivered a lightning-fast strike to Max's ribs, knocking the wind out of him so hard he collapsed to his knees gasping like a dying fish, and Jenna stood frozen, phone trembling in her hand as Aria stepped forward with calm, deadly grace. Every movement Aria made was silent, smooth, terrifyingly practiced, motions drilled into her muscles from years of underground karate training she was forbidden to use after an incident at her last school, training she had buried to protect people from herself. Briella, now on the ground clutching her wrist, stared in disbelief as Aria leaned close, voice low, steady, and far stronger than the girl they had cornered minutes ago. "I said I didn't want trouble. Don't make me want it." The bullies scrambled back like rats escaping fire, but Aria didn't chase them. She simply fixed her backpack, took a slow breath, and walked away as if nothing had happened, though her heart shook inside her chest because she knew this wasn't over. News of what happened behind the cafeteria spread across the school like wildfire. Some said she was a black belt assassin, others whispered she was a martial arts prodigy hiding from her past, but when Aria entered her next class, every head turned toward her with a mixture of awe and fear. She kept her gaze low, pretending she was invisible, wishing she could go back to being unnoticed, but fate had already placed her in the spotlight, and Ridgewood High had just learned a dangerous truth. The shy new girl was not prey, she was a sleeping dragon who had finally opened her eyes. And as the whispers grew, Aria wondered if her secret could stay buried anymore, or if this school, like the last one, was about to witness the full strength she spent years trying to hide. But one thing was certain, the bullies had chosen the wrong girl, and from this day forward, Ridgewood High would never be the same again.